respectable people of the world. My name is Caleb Michael Young. In light of recent events, including WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus' public accusations on alleged racial discrimination by Taiwan's netizens, I have decided to take my stance in response to the internet for the world to listen to. While every nation has its own brand of racism, most Taiwanese do not despise people of African descent. We do, however, hold an open and strong dislike towards irresponsible domestic and international officials. From his initial reluctance to issue grave warnings on COVID-19, the unwarranted praises on China's disease prevention efforts, to the recent accusations on Taiwan, the facts speak for themselves. Actions were interpreted as sacrificing global health for the sake of his own political plays. I'd say, let's look at the bigger picture. If Dr. Ghebreyesus' actions were to prioritize on global health directives, he would have done so by prioritizing and highlighting the actions of non-UN approved sovereign nations which outperformed their UN members in the pandemic mitigation strategies. To not have done so is to have had an incorrect prioritization on what is central to the WHO's mission, which is the attainment of the highest possible standard of health by all peoples. Despite Italy's stance and relationship towards China, the Taiwanese public was prompt in financially helping out the severely affected Catholic Chameleon Order. We are also shipping out millions of face masks and medical supplies to severely afflicted countries as we speak. We place humanitarian aid concerns over our political ones because lives do matter. On top of that, Taiwan has one of the world's strongest healthcare systems, allowing us to react swiftly to the pandemic well before others did. Yet it seems no matter how hard Taiwan tries, there's always some that would block us from our rightful seat in the world. WHO's repeated denial of Taiwan's input on healthcare expertise, medical technology, and disease prevention goes against the very core of a globalized society. Their officers' actions have violated the WHO Global Health Mandate and the United Nations goals to promote humanitarian aid, human rights, and international peace and security. Taiwan suffered greatly from the 2003 SARS epidemic, as China withheld vital information and delayed the WHO's intervention in Taiwan. For a country that claims to have a strong desire to annex and to love this land, it is quite the international fiasco. Nonetheless, it was expected that China had learned from this experience since then. However, with the COVID-19 response, we saw a familiar pattern. 1. Delays in global cooperation, medical disclosure, and investigation. 2. Denial of Taiwan in WHO talks despite its public health expertise. And 3. Doing anything that is necessary to maintain CCP's reign and credibility. The Chinese Communist Party's self-interests supersede those of global sustainability and disease prevention, as evident in their delivery of faulty face masks and test kits to several countries, while dishing out crass diplomatic responses to the complaints and protests that followed. The pandemic has sufficiently shown that China is an unreliable global partner and an unfit member of the WHO. Taiwan, on the other hand, has a vibrant democracy whose capability to embrace crises of various forms and nature proven abundantly and sufficiently its rightful place in discussions around the world that span well beyond the medical scope. Dr. Ghebreyesus and the WHO can continue in their biased decision-making process, but know this, that the world is watching, and in the cloud of CCP propaganda, a glimmer of hope shines from the island of Formosa. We, the Taiwanese people, stand collectively together in our efforts to defeat COVID-19. Former and current allies of Taiwan, I know you hear us, and I know you are listening now. You know we have helped in the past. You know we are helping now. And you can certainly believe that we will continue to do so as long as we stand as a sovereign nation, WHO or no WHO. We will stand as a nation to face the threats to our way of life, be it political or not. As a medical school graduate, founder of Report for Taiwan, and an English debate coach, it is my duty to define the principles that I believe Taiwan holds dear and can never be crossed, so that those that are trained and come after me will know that there was someone that was not only willing to speak up, but also to walk the walk. Thank you, God bless, and you all have a good day.